Hey guys, today we're looking at an ineffective landing strategy and analyzing it. If you're squeamish, look away on this next dunk as you're going to see a rolled ankle. We're going to have various thoughts that go into this and how injury is very preventable, especially from landing, simply through technique. So the basic principle we have on landing is anytime you land, you'd like to can transfer the force. Basically, you don't want to stop it abruptly. We want to be a bouncy ball. We want to squat through the landing, or we want to run through the landing, or we want to spin through the landing, or we want to slide through the landing, or whatever. So you're going to see Victor here. Victor's doing a one-hand dunk with a fair amount of rotation, so he could choose to land in either a back landing or probably a spin-through landing. I have a video on spin-through landing if you want to see what that looks like. But basically, if you want to spin through, you want to land on your inside foot, if that makes sense. You want to land on the foot that is trailing. That allows you to push off that and continue onto your next foot through a spin. In this situation, ideally, does that make sense? If you're landing on your outside foot, as you're seeing here, there's nowhere to transfer that momentum. You're stopping it at all with that foot, which is going to lead to an acute injury like a sprain. Or even if you don't get an acute injury, it's going to, all your momentum is going to be stopped abruptly on that first step rather than continuing the landing through. As you can see, the landing's just stopped right there. So even if you're not having an acute injury, you're going to have an adaptive injury potentially of ground impact. Does that make sense? Again, the resource you should check out for how to do this better is videos on spin-through landings, which I'm working on. I'm working on spin-through landings so I can get better at one-foot dunking without having to worry about injury. But yeah, I mean, does that make sense? Of like transference, you want to use the inside foot so you can continue. And that's what I really try to think about. No one else on YouTube obsesses over landings like I do. I mean, I do other things on this channel, but I want people to know that landing is extremely important in injury prevention, continuing to dunk longer, continuing to dunk over longer careers, continuing to train so you can continue to jump higher. And it's a matter of technique. So, I mean, this is something that I actually work on in the beach. I focus on it, low rims, barefoot, and so forth. And hopefully this video will save you from some ankle rolls and some ankle sprains over your lifetime. If you get hurt, hopefully you learn a lesson from it. And our lesson from Victor, unfortunately, is land on that inside foot. He should land on the right foot here. So, he should land on the right foot so he could spin through onto the left, if that makes sense, and just run through the landing. Right and then left, yeah. But instead he gets hurt. So that's energy efficient basketball. That's what we do here. We try to keep y'all going.